You are not going to believe this, everybody. Buzz Smith, the EV-angelist again, still at the Electrify Expo. Very next booth I walk up to is Flite board, and this is just the coolest thing. And we've got Ian Donovan here who's going to walk us through it. But basically, think of this as a knee board or a surfboard that has a hydrofoil on it, so it rises up out of the water for a nice smooth ride. Ian, tell us about the battery. How heavy is it? How big is it? Where does it go?
Well, we have two size batteries. We have an Explorer and a Sport battery. So the Explorer is the larger. We get about an hour and a half run time, depending on the weight of the rider, what we have going underneath, and how fast you want to go. Battery is a waterproof battery, sits in a watertight compartment on the lid. Just simple, connect the two positive and negative, close the lid, turns on the battery, which will turn on the board.
Now this does have a propeller, and it's interesting, there's a handheld unit you take out when you're riding, and I was asking Ian, well, what about when you fall off the board? Does it home in on where you are? Is the motor still running? You know what's going on? Tell us about that.
So the hand control, really simple, and safety is our number one thing. So we don't want anyone in the water with a live motor if they're off the board. So we have a trigger, think of a kill switch. If you let go of the trigger, the motor stops. So if you fall, let go of the motor, you're going to have this on your strap. Strap on your wrist, just let it go. It does float, but still hard to find, so we have the strap. So when you do, you swim back to the board, climb on from behind, pull yourself up, arm the motor, which is really easy, flick the trigger, hit minus, and off we go. That easy, right? So then we just keep the trigger down, and it's a 20-speed gearbox. So just think, pass, up through the speeds, down, so up, faster, down, slower. Most people, when we're teaching them to ride, depending on their weight, they're never more than gear 4, 5, 6. So you don't need to go very fast to have the experience. And because it's so efficient, and the foils are so underneath are so efficient, we can get someone up and learning and having that foiling experience in about 15, 20 minutes.
15 or 20 minutes and you're off riding the thing. That fast to learn. He also is showing me how you carry it around. Why don't we take a look at that? You would not carry it with the battery in it. The entire package was 80 pounds?
About 80 pounds.
About 80 pounds. But when you carry it to the shore, of course, you take out the battery, which is about 35 pounds?
35 for the large battery.
Yeah, for the large battery, it's about 35 pounds. So you take that out to easily handle it. But this has the battery in it. Watch how you would carry it.
So I'm just going to rock it over on the foil, grab the mast underneath and the handle, just pick it up, and I can just walk and move around where I want. I can put it upside down if I need to break it apart.
Typically recommend
Just put it down nice and gently, because it is
It looks like it's awesome.
it's a carbon and negra board, carbon fiber on the foils, aircraft grade aluminum for the mast.
And how long have these been on the market?
I guess realistically about 3 years.
And do any of your customers buy a secondary battery just so they can keep going?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's your website? I want people to see this in action.
Just go to fliteboard.com.
Fliteboard.com. Definitely check them out. I used to be a slalom water skier, so all of a sudden, and I haven't skied in years, but all of a sudden I'm thinking I want to get back out on the water again. Ian, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Remember, fliteboard.com.